Okay, I don't even like really want to do an intro. Maybe I should explain why I want to do this, because you don't even really know. You're just kind of like here. I just kind of wanted to talk about like our interesting perspective that we have of like relationships. I wanted to talk about it because like we're always ranting about it to ourselves, and I feel like there's got to be like other people,
at least one other person out there
that has like the same opinion but doesn't have anyone to talk to about it. Because like I'm lucky that I have Kendall, and like at least
the
like
same person.
That too, because actually I'm just a figment of Kendall's imagination slash her conscience that came out wrong. And so like if anyone doesn't have like someone to talk to about it, because I also like talk to my mom, but like it's like some people see, some people like don't, and that's like fine. So if anyone else is out there who like, you know, doesn't feel like feels weird about like, I don't know, never dating someone or like going on a date, or like even just like I guess like how you feel like never like being like like certain things, never like having like certain attractions.
I'm asexual, by the way.
I didn't want to say it in case you didn't want to.
Everyone, not really everyone. No one knows what it means, but
that's so sad. Do you want to explain what asexual is?
Like, I mean, it's different for everyone, so you have to ask that person specifically. But like for me, it's like I'm not physically attracted to people. It's just
that's like normal. So yeah, it's like learning to like accept that. And so like some people, I know it feels really comforting for me because I also like, I know the similarities tend to talk about like, oh, I haven't kissed anyone or whatever, and like they're totally comfortable with like talking about it. And I just wanted, I felt the need to like make a video about it, because like I never know what like other people are going through, and if they're going through a similar situation, I just want to be there for them. So if any of you, even if you're not going through a similar situation too, I wanted to address that. Like if you have a totally different viewpoint on relationships, like that's totally normal too. Like everyone has a different viewpoint. So that's also why I have Kendall here. Because like, I mean, we have basically the same viewpoint, but we were like raised differently, and we obviously have different experiences. So like how we choose like what to see things based on like what we've gone through,
value and everything,
is like different. So I just thought we could get like multiple perspectives and like feel free. Like this is an open space basically. We're not trying to also be offensive. We're gonna like this is not like judging you. This is just for us personally what each of us like have decided with our lives. That like, as well as separate.
There's so many people, I'm just gonna say our generation, I don't mean like every single person, but just like as a whole, like whatever, I guess we're technically Generation Z or whatever, but I mean, we're like not associated with them, but we're not really associated with the millennials
either.
I don't know, we should have our own. Anyways.
2000s kids. Hey. Yes. Literally just like the year 2000. Yeah. Like literally like.
Up to like 2002.
Yeah, pretty much.
But, like, no one takes anything seriously, and a lot of people are just like, oh, you're a teenager, just do whatever, go have fun, all that kind of stuff, and that's just not appealing to me. Like, like, if I want to have a relationship with someone, I want it to be long-lasting. Like, I just don't want to waste my time on someone that is just going to be like, oh, I'm gonna leave and break your heart.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like that's
how I explain it.
That's why I've just never been in a relationship. It's just I'm very specific about that kind of stuff because stuff in my family, my parents are divorced. There's a lot of different stuff that went on in between that, so that's why I trust issues.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know.
See, I explain it the same way, and a lot, I guess because I'm religious, people might look at it as like, oh, your religion, like someone's forcing you to like, you know, want to only date for marriage, or like only like want to kiss someone on your wedding day, or like whatever it is that like comes along with kind of like that little stigma. But like honestly, it's not even like someone is forcing me, or even I feel like the pressure of like religion to like do it. It's more so just like a personal choice. Like when I was young, I thought this has changed, but like I said, I thought the idea of like saving your kiss for your wedding day was like really sweet and cute, which like that's fine if you want to, it's fine if you don't. Like I'm still like, I have made my choices, but like, so I wanted to do that when I was little. And then as like I've gotten older and I was like a teenager, I realized like, wait a second, that might be really freaking awkward because like you're in front of everyone. And then I was like, and I already have like all like these like pressures and anxieties to like, you know, especially for something like your wedding or just like anything that's really like a big deal, like to make the moment like perfect or whatever. So the thought of like saving it for then, I'm like, it's probably just gonna end up going like so wrong then, because I'm gonna try and make everything perfect and it's just gonna end up coming out super awkward. And plus, I know you talk about it a lot, like wanting like things like to be more like intimate, like not like necessarily
personal.
Like,
When I say
like, whatever.
when I say intimate, I mean like personal.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There's like people post pictures of them like kissing one another on their Instagrams, and like I don't care, but like that's just something I wouldn't do.
Yeah, like that's fine for someone else, but like, yeah.
Like seeing people like couples in the hallway, like I don't care about holding hands or whatever, but like when you're like straight up doing raunchy stuff, I'm like how do you feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah, I have no idea. That blows my mind in certain ways.
Don't understand how, I don't know, like that kind of stuff is so intimate to me. I just wouldn't want to do it in front of a bunch of other people. It's not that I would be embarrassed or anything. Yeah. It's just like, why? Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of like how like I decided like I wasn't gonna save it, and it's not like I'm pushing myself to be like, no, I need my first kiss just because I'm not saving it or like whatever. It's just because like I just knew something would go wrong, and it's just I'm very shy and closed off, and we both like kind of agree we're both very like closed off in certain aspects. We're introverts. And that's yeah, and I'd say that's one of the ways that like I'm closed off. I'm pretty open if someone like asks me about things a lot of the time, but like in that way, like something that's supposed to be personal, I want that to be personal. Yeah. Like that's one thing that I just want to be personal. And yeah, it has nothing to do with like anyone else telling me you have to save it. I think this is also, if my mom watches this, because she probably will, her first time knowing that I'm not saving it anymore. So there you go, Mom. Now you know. Miss Bam. Yes. Okay, I didn't know if she was.
Oh no, I don't think she cares. Okay. No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, she's been in videos. I'm pretty sure she doesn't care.
What did we call her? Didn't we call her like
Miss Mom?
Miss Mom? Is that what it was?
Or something? Yeah, I think that's what you guys are calling her. Again, this kind of goes back to religion for me because I'm religious, but like a lot of people say, especially like religious mentors or like people that I've looked up to, like you date for like a purpose. Like that's what like they call it, at least within like the religious like world or whatever you want to say. We say like it's dating for a purpose. Like I don't date just to like casually date, like, and it kind of sounds terrifying when like if you were to like tell a guy or like whoever you like I date to marry. It sounds scary. It sounds really scary, but like that's like when you think about it, at least from my life perspective, it's like why else would you date someone? Yeah. It's hard because I feel like people would imagine that like since you want to like save your kiss for like the right person or something, and it's harder now, especially being like an adult and having not like, ew, that's weird to say, an adult, ew, that just came out of my mouth, like no problem, that's disgusting. But it's harder being like 18 and not having like dated anyone or something, because you have to refrain yourself. You almost do have to refrain yourself from like trying and being like super idealistic and being like I'm looking for the perfect person, because you know that's never gonna happen, or being like I'm waiting for the right time or like the right person. And for me, you can fall into that. I mean, I probably have when I was a little bit younger, but like for me it's not even just like, it's not necessarily about like ideal, like it's almost just like a knowing. Like do you ever feel like that? Like you'll know. Yeah. Like especially like when it comes to like firsts, I guess. Yeah, like when I first meet a person, I mean I'm just weird, and You're not weird though, because like literally what you say is how I feel, so like that's why I feel almost like the need it's hard to explain it. But I just get certain vibes from people. Like that sounds stupid. A lot of people can relate to that. Like there's people say there's like an aura or a vibe, or I can just like tell whether I would like that person or not, because like it's not really what they say always. I mean, I can just tell by their actions, and just I don't know, it's like my first impression of everyone has always stayed the same. Yeah. Like it's never changed. Like there's this one person I met in 6th grade. She's very still don't like that very person. Very different from me, because I'm always like wavering. I feel like it's because I'm also the super optimist who's like, I see the best in everyone, so I try and like see the great in everyone, and then other times I'm like, so it's like a roller coaster of a relationship with a person, or like a friendship, I guess. I've tried. Yeah. To look at all the good parts of people, but it's just like they keep proving me wrong. Yeah. And I'm just like, because people aren't really, people aren't always like all good or all bad anyway, and that gets into like, no, I understand that. Yeah, but like just knowing like, if a person's good for you. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to like even say, almost as a friendship, just like you can, like by the way that they've talked to other people, like you know that that's how they're gonna act with you, like regardless. Definitely. And I can say, like,
I'm thinking of a specific person.
I know,
like
I know you are. Oh, I definitely know what you're talking about. But no, I know, like, that a lot of what I'm saying about, like, relationships in general go, especially for me at least, like, with any relationship. Like, a lot of my relationships, like, it sounds petty when you say it. I'm not just friends with anyone, but, like, I'm not, like, good friends. Like, that also, I guess, it can be kind of seen as, like, being in closed doors in a way. And I guess it's especially hard for, like, us as introverts in that sense of, like, not necessarily being friends with guys, or even just, like, I guess starting a relationship with a guy, and, like, whether it's romantic or a friendship, but just, like, and also just anyone in general. But you don't, like, share personal things with everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm only really, really close to a few people, and that's, like, different for certain people, but that's, I guess, a harder thing when it comes to relationships, and probably explains part of the reason why I've never, like...
Introverts just in general.
Yeah, but it probably, like, explains part of why, like, I mean, I don't want to, like, include you, but, like, we've never had, or at least I know, for me, it's part of the reason why, because I feel like I'm open, but I'm also closed at the same time.
Because it's like, when I meet a new person, I'm like, I want to, like, get to know them, but then I feel really awkward, like, asking them something, and then, like, no one ever wants to hang out in person.
Yeah, that
like,
too.
I don't know how to ask them to hang out in person. So
it's so
like,
hard. It's so hard to find that, like, balance as an introvert. And it's hard because, like, you're so quiet and you don't know, like, what to say to the person. And a lot of the times, this is, like, just getting into talking to people in general, but you really want to talk to the person, whether, like, you like them or you're just, like, friends with them, or, like as an introvert.
Like a cool person.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know we're both but it's so hard to, like, talk to them, and you just don't know what to say, and it just gets hard. And then you feel like, especially for someone who's not an introvert, they don't understand that at all, and they think you, like, hate them, and you're like, no.
Carly, our other friend that's never here. I'm just kidding.
No, she's usually here.
She's normally in the videos. Yeah, not in real life. She's only here for the videos, guys.
Oh, definitely. Clearly, she's
the last one we did was like 20. When was the last video that we did?
Was it 2016? That's sad. I want to make a new one with all of us anyway,
we
so
need to.
Be expecting that.
But she just, like, we tried to explain things to her, and she's just like, go talk to them. We're like,
it's hard.
We can't just, like, go do things. Like, like, I have to overthink everything. Also, like, it's so hard to
no, exactly. And it's hard, I don't know, just starting conversations in general is hard for introverts.
It's hard.
And it's hard.
I've literally been watching Detroit Become Human so much, I thought you just said androids. You know, everyone's like, soulmates, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I personally don't believe in that kind of thing, because I believe that everyone, you know, like, we're all here because of a certain reason.
Yeah.
But we weren't made for another person. Like, you and another person have to make an effort to, like, be together, to like each other, to be happy, you know?
Yeah.
I don't believe that they're, like, automatically destined. We don't have to do anything.
No.
Like, we're just gonna be next to each other, and then it's just gonna come out. Like, no, you have to make an effort.
That's like any relationship, basically. And that's, like, I feel like especially a hard thing to learn as an introvert. It's like, you have to make an effort. And it's like,
it's hard.
Although I feel like you'll, like, know. I don't know. I feel like I'll know. Because, like, I feel like you know, like, when you're, like, your friendships are right. Like, I know, like, we're definitely right as friends. Like, it makes sense to me. Like, something just, like, clicks, and you're like, I just know. And it's not like you have to, like, I never want to force anything, because like, you know, like, we never had to, like, force our friendship or, like,
we've just
anything.
Been a bunch of classes together.
Yeah, and like, we've just somehow bonded, and it's like we've grown apart, but then we've grown together in, like, different ways, and that's just kind of like how,
like, beginning of middle school we weren't really close friends.
No, we weren't.
But then, like, freshman year we 100% got together because we were like, this is an awful time.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I feel like people are just gonna be like, wow, you really hate people and don't want a relationship with someone.
That's how I feel like people are gonna be with all of it. It's hard when, I don't know.
I know, like, everyone's like, oh, you can't be, like, that picky and everything, but it's like, I just don't want to waste my time. Like,
exactly. No, see, that's how I feel. It's not like you're waiting for, like, and it's so frustrating, because it's like, it's not like you're that extreme spectrum where you're waiting for, like, the perfect person, because you know that. You know there's never gonna be that perfect person, just like everyone else. But, like, unless some people think there is, but it's like, I mean, there's not, so.
But I've just...
Well, it won't be, like, even if you think there's, like, the perfect person for you, there's no perfect person. Like, no person is perfect.
And just being an introvert is a big part
Yeah, it definitely is. Because
any kind of relationship.
I feel like people don't even think about that. Are there not that many like actual introverts?
I don't know, it seems like it.
I was gonna say because like so many people
the personality thing. What was I don't what is that test called?
Oh, the
Myers-Briggs.
INF.
Wait, is that a book? I feel like that's like a textbook. The personality test or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we're both INFJs, and that's like a 0.7% or something.
So we are really rare. Gosh dang it. Yeah, I think we're the rarest.
Yeah.
Frick. Well, but we're screwed.
Like the whole thing that Matt Pat did, wasn't it like that's like the biggest percentage of like people like online?
Oh, is it? That would make sense. Okay.
Because we don't know how to socialize.
Yeah.
The thing is being an introvert, it's like I like talking to people face to face. I'm just not good at it.
Yeah.
Unless like
see,
I feel really comfortable, but in order to get to know someone, like I'd rather be in person.
Yeah.
But texting is so convenient.
But I feel like I'd also rather call. See, that's the thing.
See,
is like it's weird.
No one does that. I like calling people.
I feel like I'd rather call than text, but it's also, it depends on I think it just depends on the person. Like, I just have to be comfortable enough with you, I guess is the point.
It's just getting to know that person is the hard part.
Definitely.
Because, like
that makes sense. Right?
Yeah, I mean, no, yes.
How do people do that so easily? That's what blows my mind. How can you just, like, meet someone and you're like, yeah, alright, you want to go, like, go out? And I'm like, whoa.
Didn't you guys meet each other, like, 5
2 seconds ago? Like, I'm like, how does that happen?
That was literally in a movie that it's on Netflix. It's not a Netflix movie, but it's so bad. Like, they met each other, like, 5 minutes ago, and they're like, oh my god, I think it's the one.
I love you.
It's a musical, too. It's so bad.
In a relationship setting, I would rather call. Just putting that out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make that blatant statement.
I agree. I
or talk in person. Talking in person would be better.
Yeah,
but
it's just like.
Also, don't be deterred if it's awkward and like it seems like I don't want to talk to you, because most likely if it seemed like I don't, I do.
Exactly. I mean, if I'm like actually texting you in the first place, that means I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
No one ever texts me first.
Honestly, I feel like I don't talk to people I don't like anyway. So,
no,
like,
I don't.
I don't know why that would ever
like,
be a question.
If I
at all, anyway.
I don't know. I've always been nice to anyone. Like, not that everyone has ever been like, oh, I'm into you.
Yeah.
There's been like the one kid, and that was in New Year's, the one that DM'd
Oh, that kid. Well, that kid,
he's really weird.
Yeah.
He tries to get with like a different girl every week.
No, see, that also bugs me. I'm not about that. That's awful.
At least most people acknowledge that that's weird.
Yeah,
that
that's
most
true.
guys do that.
Or like how you move on within a day. That's insane to me.
Yes.
Like you see a girl with one guy and they've been dating for like a year and then they break up and then the person's already moved on and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Also, just in general about cheating, I've unfortunately had experience like twice. Not me,
not
like
you.
Personally, like in my family.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't get that. Like if you really don't like feel like you're still in love with that person or whatever, like anymore, tell them before you go hurt them. Like, and when people are like, oh, it was a mistake, it was a one-time thing, hon, you like physically did things.
Frick.
So I don't like, obviously you purposefully did that and there was no like you could have stopped anytime and then you just didn't. That's why I really don't give people second chances either, because if they do something stupid, they say something like that, I'm like, you said it, you did this action, and you're probably gonna do it again. I don't care.
I don't care.
I'll see you later. Everyone is probably like, oh, you should give people second chances. You know, humans make mistakes. I understand that. I make mistakes all the time. I'm literally awful.
But if it's something like awful, it's like someone murders someone, it's like, oh, give them a second chance. Well, I mean, like, people can redeem themselves. I'm not saying that people can't. But like, you're not gonna immediately be like,
I don't know, just cheating is like the biggest thing. It's like if someone did it once, they're gonna do it again. Like, it's gonna happen. Like,
yeah,
there's things that have happened that, like, I know someone that like really overreacted about something, and so I'm just gonna say it was my sister's boyfriend. He really overreacted about this thing. They have been dating for like 3 years or something.
They were like gonna get married. Right?
He tried to propose to her numerous times, and he overreacted about this one thing. We all understand, like, something bad happened, like, to his friend.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously he has like reason to be upset.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no reason that you should break up with your girlfriend because of that. Just be like, I'm not feeling this anymore, bye. And then he shuts everyone out, shuts his family out, everything. Like,
yeah, I feel like not to say that I don't know the relationship personally, so I can't say it was unhealthy, but considering how it ended, I would assume.
Yeah.
Not to be super,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I feel like in a healthy relationship, it would be like the opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
it would be the person
you would
lean
need
on.
that other
Yeah,
person
exactly.
to help comfort you and everything. It's just,
We also probably look like total hypocrites, like talking about other relationships or relationships that we've never had because we've never dated anyone. So that would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? But it almost feels like, okay, so especially as an introvert, I will say if you're coming from like the total opposite like side of this, like our perspectives, if you're coming from that side and you're like, you just don't even know what you're talking about, which probably like a lot of things we don't, we're also 18, so we're dumb. But I would say since we're introverted, it definitely does help us like see, we see other relationships. It's not like we're like completely, just because we aren't in a relationship doesn't mean we don't see them. Like, and we also, you also have other relationships, like friendships and like family, which are also like factors of how like, they're all relationships in the end. And you can learn a lot just from observing. Like, that's literally with anything. But it can also just be like with a relationship, and especially if it's someone like really close to you. Like, I haven't had quite as much probably experience as Kendall has, because of your sister, like straight up, like my brothers like don't date, so I don't really know as much. But you can also just, we've been through high school, so we've seen many relationships, so it's like
been through technically like 2 sets of parents.
Yeah.
The whole thing was all complicated, but that was, yeah. If your parents are divorced, I feel you. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's another great reason why I would want Kendall here, because she has a totally different perspective on that whole aspect of like
a lot of people
marriage.
Or it was like, oh, I'm not comfortable talking about it. Well, it's literally been like almost 11 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been used to it. Like, I don't know, if your parents are like currently like gonna get a divorce or something, like really just, I was 7 when it happened, so it's like I literally didn't even understand what was going on.
Yeah.
Like,
but what feels like it would almost be worse is you're at least old enough to know kind of what's happening now.
Yeah. Like, like what they did, what one of them, if one of them did something wrong or something. But
yeah,
not that that's always the reason for people getting divorced. It's different for everyone, obviously. I guess it's just, I don't know, I just have a lot more different perspectives because I've seen different kinds of relationships together.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I guess I'm just way more, not picky, I don't know, I'm a lot more specific about things, and people are always like, oh, lighten up, nothing's gonna be perfect. I'm sorry, well, I know it's not gonna be perfect, but like, I want the person to be decent.
Yeah. Next time, if there is a next time that there's a weird chat like this, where also let me know if you like this, ? I don't know. I should get Carly. We should do like the 3 of us.
Yeah, because Carly's complete.
Because Carly has a totally like, this is someone who has very similar, Kendall and I share a lot of, obviously, because we're the same person.
Yes.
So we share a lot of the same like viewpoints. Yes. We share the same eyes.
we both have glasses now. That was weird. When we were younger, neither of us had glasses, and then we both needed
but
glasses.
We also don't have the same eye color though, which is kind of weird. Me and Carly do.
But apparently people think we're the same person.
We totally are, obviously.
Because we both wear glasses and we're the same height.
It makes sense. That's clearly,
yes.
If Carly was the same height, then
yeah, it's just because we're taller than Carly.
No, I think it's the hair.
It's her hair.
It's the hair.
100%.
But if you want to see this again, maybe I'll bring Carly on. I probably would if you want to see it again. If you do, like, seriously, let me know. Also, any of your thoughts.
Yes.
I don't know.
I want to know what other people's opinions are.
Well, I'm also very scared. Like, don't think I'm just like doing this and being like exploitative. Like, I'm so excited to share this side of myself. Like, I've literally all day I've been like nervous to do this. I'm not even kidding. But I also really wanted to do it because Kendall and I don't get to like sit and like
talk to each other.
Like, it's also just like, it's great for us to bond with you and you to like have someone to talk to, but it's also like for us to just like chill and like get our relationship stronger, our friendship. So yeah, just let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys later, and Kendall will probably see you again soon.
Bye. Wuthering Heights ruined everything for me.
What were you thinking of that?
Yeah, like whenever I hear soulmates now, I'm
you're like, no.
That book is awful. Don't read it. Don't take AP Lit. Don't do it.
We have the same soul, Kendall.
Your soul is made from the same
Ew,
thing. I don't know what the
ew.
actual quote is, but
It's something like that.
like it's
Our
made from the
souls were the
same
main-
material. I don't know what it says.
It sounds super scientific,
But
our
like-
souls are both made of rock. Like,
They're lithium. I'm sorry.
What? Is that an office quote?
It is.
Oh, I knew it!
Yes.
See, this is why our souls are both made of rock.